While on a call with her sister, she said, "If he proposes with anything under 3 carats, I'm saying no on the spot." She didn't know I was in the hallway. I returned the ring that afternoon. She found the receipt, not the diamond. "Last month, I bought an engagement ring. Beautiful 1.5 carat diamond. White gold setting. Cost me $9,000. 3 months of take-home pay. The ring was exactly the style she'd mentioned liking. I was planning to propose that weekend at her favorite restaurant. Tuesday afternoon, I came home early. Lauren was on a video call with her sister Emma. I went to the kitchen and could hear their conversation clearly. "Mark's been acting secretive lately," Lauren said. "I think he's finally going to propose this weekend. Are you excited? Have you seen the ring?" "No, but Emma, I've been doing research on engagement rings and I have standards now. If he proposes with anything under 3 carats, I'm saying no on the spot." 3 carats? That's like a $25,000 ring. Mark's not rich. I've been with him for 3 years. I deserve a ring that shows he's serious about investing in our future. What if he spent a lot on a smaller ring? Then he didn't do enough research. All my coworkers have at least 2 carats. I can't show up to work with some tiny chip that makes me look like he got it on sale. What if he can't afford a 3-carat ring? Then he needs to wait until he can or get a loan. I stood there another 10 minutes listening to Lauren explain her ring standards, how she'd researched average sizes, how she'd be humiliated by anything small. The worst part was when Emma asked what she'd do if I proposed publicly with a smaller ring. I'd have to say yes in the moment to avoid embarrassing him, but then I'd tell him privately that we need to exchange it for something appropriate before we announce the engagement. My 1.5 carat ring was suddenly an embarrassing chip that would require a do-over. Wednesday morning, I returned the ring, got about $8,100 back. But instead of telling Lauren what I'd overheard, I put the return receipt in the ring box where the diamond used to be. Friday night, I proposed exactly as planned. Romantic dinner, walked to the park, down on one knee in front of the gazebo. Lauren was glowing, positioning herself at good angles, phone ready. "Lauren, I love you, and I've been planning to ask you to marry me tonight." She extended her hand, smiling bigger than I'd ever seen. "But Tuesday, I overheard your conversation with Emma about engagement ring requirements. You said you'd reject any proposal under 3 carats. Her smile flickered, so I returned the ring I bought you. This is what you get instead. I opened the ring box to reveal the receipt showing the returned 1.5 carat diamond. Lauren stared at it for 10 seconds. "You're joking. This is some kind of test, right?" "No test. You made it clear my ring wouldn't meet your standards. I was just talking to my sister. I didn't mean I'd actually reject you. You said you'd make me exchange it before announcing our engagement." She started crying. "Please don't do this. I would have said yes to any ring." "Really? Because you told Emma you'd say yes publicly to avoid embarrassing me, then make me exchange it privately." She couldn't argue with her exact words. I stood up and walked to my car, leaving Lauren in the park with the receipt. She showed up Saturday morning looking like she hadn't slept. Spent 2 hours trying to convince me her demands were just girl talk. Her mom called Sunday. Her best friend called 2 weeks later. Same argument. She'd learned her lesson about materialism. She realizes that her demands cost her the relationship. I replied, "That's different than genuinely not caring about material things." 2 months later, Lauren started dating someone in pharmaceutical sales who makes significantly more than I do. Good for her. She found someone who can afford her research-based requirements. I started dating someone new. She knows the whole story.